Ticket Machine is the official ticket broker of Spartan Nation. No matter what you need a ticket for, border to border, coast to coast, the Ticket Machine is your ticket source. So whether you need to get into the hottest concerts, the best sporting events, you want the best seats in the house, or you just want to get in the door, when you want to go to any event that requires a ticket, anywhere, border to border, coast to coast, it's always theticketmachine.com. Theticketmachine.com, 517-655-3201. Check it out today at theticketmachine.com.
Especially with the amount of leaders that we have on this team. There's so many guys that have stepped up this offseason since last season, and really stepped up in leadership roles and have taken it upon themselves to lead this team. Yes, it is kind of a surprise, just because, like I said, there's so many leaders that could have been voted in as captains.
What does it mean to be a captain in this program? And when you vote, what are you looking for?
For me, it's honor. It's an honor and a blessing. So many leaders, so many guys that I've looked up to, so many guys that I've played with, and I've been really close to, have been captains of this team, and it just means that you have to hold yourself to a higher standard than everybody else, because everybody looks up to you. Whether it's on or off the field, you got to step up and play your role.
Did you ever think that this was a possibility coming in as a freshman, something that you wanted?
It's something I've always wanted. It's, like I said, it's an honor and a blessing. I was a captain in high school, and it was the same thing. It's always been a dream of mine, and I'm really excited for it.
Is there anything that last year's captains did or did not do that'll influence how you go about it?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that they did that'll influence, how me and Brian, and every leader on this team will step into our roles. Just the different ways of leadership that they showed, and I don't want to go into details, but there's so many things that we have learned from not only last year's team, but the year before that and the year before that. So many different leadership tips and ideas that they've given out that that we can use to help this team win games.
Would you talk to Riley or Darian or any of the guys who've been captains here, or does everybody have to do it their own way?
Yeah, you can reach out to anybody you want. And I'll reach out to Riley. I'll reach out to Darian. Maybe Max. Guys that have been great leaders on this team, and try and learn from the best of them, because it's only going to make me a better leader, and it's only going to help this team.
Chris, were you guys expecting a third name?
Yeah, we were expecting maybe two more, actually. We weren't really sure it was going to be, and Coach D said it came down. There were two leaders of votes with me and Brian, and then the next five people were pretty close. So, I just think it speaks to how many leaders we really have on this team, and how many guys have really stepped up into a leadership role and played a huge role in this offseason, and leading their room in this team. And I think it gives guys that extra opportunity to not only walk across the field as a captain, but to talk more. And we're going to vote in two more Eagles to our leadership group, so more guys will be able to walk across the field as captains, and it's just a great opportunity for more guys to step up into leadership roles.
Were you surprised Gerald wasn't one of them, given that he started the player meetings and that he represented the program in Chicago?
Yeah, it's hard to say who is going to be guaranteed a captain. You never know. It was kind of a surprise, honestly, just because of the leadership that he has on this team. But I really appreciate what he's done for this team, and what he's still doing for this team. And this isn't going to change who he is. He's going to continue to be a great leader on this team, and he's going to continue what he's doing.
How about you and Brian working the other two guys from the Eagles group to share leadership responsibilities? Given that it'll be a rotating basis every week.
Yeah, so every week two guys will rotate in as captains, and it's not going to change what me and Brian do, but it does give them an opportunity on game day and the night before the game to talk to the team, stand up in front of the team and be able to talk. I keep saying there's so many guys in this team that bring different leadership types to this team, and so many different aspects of leadership that's just going to make us grow closer and become better as a team.
Chris, what do you think makes Brian and you the right leaders for this team?
We can be that nice guy, but at the same time, when it comes down to it, we really, can crank it up and, lay into people when we need to, because we know where this team has been at its high points, and we've been at its low points. So we know where we need to be, and we can get the team to that point.
Some tough love, right?
Oh yeah.
Without naming names, can you give me an example of when you had to tie into somebody, or when you showed that you could be that kind of captain?
Yeah, it happens every day. There's always there's always times where somebody might be slacking off or somebody missed an assignment, and I do it to myself. Guys on this team do it to me. It's not just me doing it to somebody else. There's just times where you might miss an easy thing, and somebody will get on you, but 2 plays later, they'll be like, all right, let's go, let's get the ball rolling, let's build off of that.
Chris, excuse the repetition. I'm a second wave here, but tell us what it means to you to be captain, please.
Yeah, it's an honor and a blessing. So many great players and great Spartans have come before me to be captains on this team, and I'm really excited to take this role on and be a leader on this team.
Is it especially important coming off this past calendar year?
Yeah, a lot of things have happened, but we don't think about those things, honestly. We're looking forward to this season, and we're going to build off of this off season and not worry about anything that happened last season. The things that have happened in the past are in the past, and the guys that aren't here anymore aren't part of this team, and we're focusing on the guys that are in our room. Those are the guys that we're going to be leading, and those are the guys going to be playing on Saturdays making plays.
Chris, I was reflecting on the first interview I did with you back in high school. You talked about your goals were a degree, championships and all that, but you said, I'd like to be a captain because my dad always taught me that means you earn the respect of the people that mattered most.
Yeah.
You've reached that goal.
Yeah,
and I know there's a lot more ahead, but can you tell us what it means? Because that was something you talked about way back in high school, which I'd never interviewed a recruit and heard him say that.
Yeah, like you said, you're able to prove yourself on and off the field to earn the respect of the guys that you play with, and it's an honor. It just shows that the guys that are around you respect you. They look at you as a leader, one of the top leaders on the team, and that just shows me that I'm doing a good job at being a leader, but I just need to step up my game and just continue to be a great leader and work on it, doing it every single day.
What's Brian's greatest leadership ability?
I don't know if I can say. It's like, no, he's just, he brings everybody together. Honestly, he is a great leader on and off the field. Like I keep saying, it's not only just what you do on the field. Brian's played here. He started in every game last year. Started in every game the year before that. He played as a true freshman and started in a few games. He's a guy that we can rely on the field, especially the offensive guys. And he's a guy that's going to bring energy to everything he does. And somebody that we can, if we're in a tough part of the game, he's a guy that's going to step up and bring the team, to the point that we need to be.
You mentioned proving yourself. What's the most important thing this team can prove on September 2nd and in the month of September?
That we're back. Honestly, that's the thing that we can prove. That last year isn't who we are. It was a phase that we're past, and we're ready to get back to winning games and being in the contention for the Big Ten championship.
Different camp. No doubles, day off, unheard of in the past. How do you think it worked?
It was awesome, honestly. Having Sundays off, well, it gave guys an opportunity to get their legs back under them because, camp's long, especially later in camp. That Sunday late in the third week, that really helps guys, just relax and get their feet back under them and, help them recover for the upcoming week, because every week continues to every day gets harder and harder to come out here and practice because of all the ground and pound that we do, and it just allows guys to recover and do the things they need to do to be fresh on Mondays.
What are your plans for the weekend? You get the next couple days off?
I'm just gonna relax. Yeah. No, I'm gonna stay here, hang out with my fiance, and I got my dog back yesterday, so I'm gonna go on a few walks and just hang out.
What's your kind of dog?
I have a Great Dane.
Okay, what's your fiance's name?
Montana.
Like the state?
Yeah, like the state, yeah.
Last name?
Henry.
Like the Henry?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pretty easy.
So importantly, what's the dog's name?
His name's Drama.
Drama?
Yeah. Favorite show is Entourage, so I named him after one of my favorite characters.
So he's here with you. You didn't have him up here during camp?
No, he was back home during camp, so I just got him back yesterday, yeah.
I know it's kind of putting you on the spot a little bit, but how does having two voices as a captain differ maybe than having three?
I don't think it's any different, honestly. It's not we're still gonna have every single week. We're still gonna have four voices as leaders on this team and 4 voices as captains. Not even just leaders. We're gonna have everybody on this team is honestly stepping up in a leadership spot. If you're getting time on the field, if you're playing, and even some of the guys that don't get time on the field, they're becoming leaders on the sideline. They're bringing energy to the sideline during scrimmages and during practice, and we're still gonna have 12, 14 leaders on the sideline that are Eagles, and guys that aren't Eagles that are stepping up into roles. I don't know who's going to be the next 2 guys that are voted in as Eagles, but Cole Chewins was a guy that didn't get voted in this time, and he could be, but he's a great leader of this team. And we're still going to continue to keep growing our leaders and our leadership roles, and there's still going to be leaders on the side and different places in every game. It's not just 2 guys.
Who are those Eagles right now? I mean, I know that off the top of your head.
So there's obviously me and Brian Lewerke, Gerald Holmes, Joe Bocci, Byron Boland, Matt Sokol, Matt Morrissey, Kari Willis, Raekwon Williams, Andrew Dow.
Is Grayson still there?
Grayson, yeah.
Cole, did you say Cole?
No, he didn't. Well, we're voting 2 more in here in the next week, so we'll see. I'm not really sure who else, honestly.
But I mean, that's a lot of leaders. I mean, when you have just you and Brian as the de facto captains, does that make your job easier or tougher to, I guess, communicate to these guys?
No, honestly, I think it's fine. I think it's the same as it has been in the past. It's not going to really change just having 2 rather than 3. But Brian and I were standing over here talking earlier, and we really like what's going on, with the captains, because Brian and I won't be here after this season. We'll both be leaving, hopefully training for the NFL. So we're only going to take this team to a certain point, and there's so many young leaders on this team, and the rest of a lot of the rest of the Eagles are younger guys. Coach D said today we have 52 guys that are in their 1st and 2nd year. So Brian and I can only take this team to a certain point, and the rest of the Eagles are going to then step up, and they're going to make their campaign for captain, and they're going to step up in an even more of a leadership role.
I would say, in a way, it's kind of like a transition year for next year.
Of course, yeah.
Do you mind running over those names again from the Eagles? Sorry, I heard you going over there.
No, you're okay. So
sorry.
Obviously, me and Brian, Andrew Dow, Matt Morrissey, Raekwon Williams, Grayson Miller, Joe Bocci, Kari Willis,
Lewerke in there?
Brian Lewerke. How many is it?
That's 9.
9. Gerald
I got
Holmes.
10. I got the Eagles. Is that what you
Yeah.
10. I'll give it to you.
Yeah. I can't remember the rest of them off the top of my head. Sorry.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. Thank you.